Hi guys, today is March 10th, 2020, and futures are pointing up about 800 points and much better opening than yesterday when the futures were pointing to be down 1300 points, and at the end the stock market fell over 2000 points. So yesterday President Trump came out and said that the government will try to stimulate the economy with as many ways as possible, including payroll cuts, payroll tax cuts, and market really liked that. And also oil is up this morning because Russia said that actually that they're ready for the all-out war with Saudi Arabia, but also hinted that they may get back to a negotiating table with Saudis. So that really work well for investors, and oil is up this morning, and a lot of companies are up. Oil companies are up this morning as well because US government are pledging support for the oil companies. So in a separate news, let's jump to stocks. Let's see SPY. SPY is trading higher, obviously, at $282, and I was watching $273 level to see if it could penetrate that level, but it actually stopped short on breaching that level so far, but it may be retested again to see if it can be breached. But today we're higher and stocks are going higher. So on separate news, Tesla had some actually good news because Chinese Ministry of Industry and Information said that urged Tesla to put the newer chip in their cars. So basically, like not even a slap on the hand. It's like please, be vigilant of our customers. So that's good news because there is no big government reaction to Tesla being putting older chip in their Model 3 cars. So Tesla shares are higher. And speaking of electric vehicle makers, Tesla counterpart NIO reported 707 cars delivery, 707 cars deliveries in February, and citing difficult conditions, but I think everybody was expecting worse. So Tesla NIO shares are a little bit higher, and I think in this area, like low 3 area, that's not a bad big pickup in my mind. Okay, so let's jump to Airlines. And Airlines had some big news this morning because one after one were coming out and saying that they were gonna slash capacity. American Airlines, symbol AAL, said that they will slash capacity for international and domestic flights by international flights by 10% and domestic flights by 7.5%. And Delta also came out to say that they were slashing capacity, and I'm sure that others will come out as well. Airlines is not a bad backup in my opinion in this area, especially like American Airlines and United Airlines. I mean, they're higher this morning, but it's not a bad pickup to start picking up on this sell-off because people will still fly. Okay, so in other news, let's jump into coronavirus handling stocks. Stock is on my list is Inovio, INO. So Inovio had a lot of news yesterday because the short seller Citron Research and their head guy Andrew Left said that they should be investigated by SEC, Security and Exchange Commission, immediately, and stock trading should be halted for that stock, saying that they could not have come up with the vaccine for coronavirus or sequence in 3 hours. And that's a little bit suspicious to me because they said, Inovio said that they came up with the vaccine in 3 hours, DNA, not the vaccine, but the sequencing in 3 hours back in January, and not a single person like in scientific community pointed out, and all of a sudden, like a month and a half later, a short seller started saying something about that, and Inovio reacted actually yesterday in a tweet saying that the third party is showing a lack of understanding of science of DNA in medicine. So I think I'm with Inovio on this one, and even though I like Citron Research and Andrew left, but I think Inovio has a point here, and I'll be looking to maybe pick up a small position in Inovio on this sell-off. Okay, so Moderna fell yesterday a lot, and I think at these prices it's not a bad pickup under like 25, a little bit lower maybe. That's not a bad pickup in my mind. Okay, and Vir Biotechnology, Vir is also has been falling lately. Yesterday, like it fell under $40, trading at $39, and I think in the mid 30s I might be interested again. There are other stocks that in the news in the coronavirus handling front. Okay, so the company called ImmunoTech, and they have reported that Japan's Institute of Infectious Diseases will start testing their drug, and that stock basically tripled yesterday. This is a speculative stock, and I think it's on my list to watch. I'm not sure if I want to trade it, but I will definitely watch it. Another one is Spherix, SPEX. It's also collaborating with one of the institutions, I think University of Maryland, to develop a treatment for coronavirus, and another one is COCP, which is Cocrystal Pharma. Okay, so in other news is Stitch Fix reported numbers, and Stitch Fix reported not so good numbers, actually missed on revenue, beat on earnings, but provided pretty bad guidance. Stock is trading lower. I mean, in this environment you have to really beat and provide good guidance, and Stitch Fix didn't do that, and it's trading lower. I would not pick up the stock for right now. I mean, they didn't report horrible numbers, but the guidance was not as good, and I would wait for before I pick up Stitch Fix. Okay, so and Bank of America and JP Morgan was downgraded by Citi this morning, and I think it's pretty late in the game to downgrade those stocks, but in general it's better than upgrading it like a week ago. So Bank of America and JP Morgan were downgraded by Citi, but these stocks looking to be open higher. And I wouldn't pick up banking stocks, and actually on this oil news, that oil is going higher, a lot of oil companies are jumping. I would trim my positions. If I had positions in oil stocks, I would trim those positions. And I like, you probably already know what I like is stocks that handle data centers like AMD, AMAT, NVIDIA. I actually like CRM, is the cloud computing company, Salesforce.com. Okay, and I also like Akamai Technologies, AKAM, and others. And also I like Big Pharma. I like BMY, Bristol-Myers on this sell-off, and GlaxoSmithKline, GSK, SNY, and AbbVie. So these stocks could be a good pickup in this sell-off because they're more immune to the problems with the coronavirus and diseases, and many of them are developing treatments for the coronavirus. So I would be interested to pick up big pharma stocks. So that's it, guys. That's the wrap for the day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you tomorrow.